notorious for being one of the most demanding band leaders of all time. He was constantly going through band members, but Charlie Christian was one that he always got to play with Benny, and he never lost his job. Today we're going to be breaking down a solo inspired by one of Charlie Christian's solos on Solo Flight. We're going to be doing it note for note so you can see what made Charlie so special.
Charlie.
If you like this kind of content, hit subscribe, ring the bell, never miss a lesson. New ukulele every Wednesday and Saturday, new guitar on Monday. Check the description for some links, including my email for some private lessons. You'll also see how to get tabs there and backing tracks by becoming a Patreon. Grab the ukulele brain attention span, follow me on in, and let's take flight. Boom! So I shot this video yesterday, and I played it on a tenor, and I liked it, but then I ended up playing the song all afternoon on the soprano, and I liked it a lot more. It had this cool kind of old school vibe to it that was really nice. So that's why we're reshooting it today. Let's start with the chord progression. The song enters with a 6-measure brass intro, and then it goes right into this 2-bar intro before a 16-bar solo. So we're going to start off, and we're going to play this F chord, barring the 5th fret, and your pinky's on the 8th fret. And that's going to be our strum pattern. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. I'm using the bar chord because I want to release the pressure so I get the staccato vibe and the chords are not, but rather, okay, down, 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 up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up. That's the intro. And then we go into the solo, and the first time through is going to be an F6, so we're simply going to remove that pinky. I know some of you are thinking, well, looks like a D minor 7. D minor 7 and F6 have the same notes. So how do you distinguish them? A lot of time, the bass player will be playing the D or the F, and that really helps give that particular chord that characteristics. So you're going to play this F6, down, 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 up. F sharp diminished 7, which is 5, 6, 5, 6. These two fingers here, and these two fingers here. So it's really just taking these two and then moving these two notes up a half step. So you get this cool. So after this diminished chord, we're going to make a G minor 7. And this is a really cool shape that maybe you haven't seen yet. And I know you're probably thinking, well, that looks like a G major. And if this is a G major and this is an A, why is this not a B flat major? And it's because we have this open G string. So we have G, the root, F, the flat 7, B flat, the minor 3rd, and then D, the 5th. So this actually functions as a G minor 7, which is really cool. This is a standard G minor, and it's just not quite as jazzy. After that, bar the 3rd fret, middle finger on the 4th fret, and we have a classic old C7 chord right here. So we get same strum pattern, and then we repeat those 4. All right, that's half of the harmony. Moving into the next part, the chords are going to last for 2 beats, and it's nice. We're just doing down, down. So this is the part that when I was playing it on the bigger ukulele, I actually liked it a little more because I could play this F here, but we're going to have to play it up here. It's just this open F shape, down, down, to an E minor, down, down, to a D minor, down, down, to a C, you guessed it, down, down, to a B flat, very good, down, down, to an A minor, down, down, to a G minor, down, down, and then to a D7. You have 2 options, this D7 or this D7, but I like to let it ring for 2 beats, either one. I'm probably going to use this one, but sometimes I use this one too. It depends on kind of, I don't know actually, I don't know which one I like more. So we get F, E minor, D minor, C, B flat, A minor, G minor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're into the last 4 measures of a harmony. The last 4 measures here are interesting. We're going to do C, down, 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 up, down, up. And then we're going to go down, down on the C. So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, the last 2 measures are just strumming the F, and the solo's already finished at that point. So usually what I do is I actually just get to, instead of playing through 15 and 16 completely, I just strum on the 15th measure, just the F, and finish it like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And finish like that. So let's strum through the harmony. The whole harmony. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and just jump into the solo now. Okay. Now, if you skipped all the harmony and you're just jumping into the solo part, welcome to the lesson. The solo is a 16-bar solo, but there really isn't any soloing over the 15th and 16th measures. That's just kind of letting the harmony ride out. So you could kind of think about it as a 14-bar solo. But there also is a 2-measure intro to the solo, which kind of gets us back to a 16-bar solo. So let's take a look at the intro, and the very first phrase, it sounds like this. We're going to start off 1. So it's important to note that we're not starting on the first beat, we're starting on the and. It's 1 and. 4th fret here. The C sharp. It's kind of like an augmented 5th to get things going, and then we're going to go right from there to the 6th, which is this cool kind of messing with the blues tonality a little bit, no, it's because it's the sharp 5th, so it's messing with the augmented reality of this chord, which is very dissonant but cool in the context. So we go 4, 5, 4, 5, and it's 1 and 2 and 3. You're going to hit that 5th fret on the 3rd beat, down to 4 on the E string, and then up to 5 on the 4th beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Next measure comes around 5, 4, 5. So you're going to go 1 and 2, 3 and. The rest is on the 4. So you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So these 2 measures, nice and slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and. So let's go ahead and play it one time without counting. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Okay, so what you're hearing there is the vamp, and that's just the first 2 measures. And what we're going to do is we're going to try to play this in time over this piece. Try to count it go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and. Alright? So try to get just a general vibe for it. 1 and. We're coming in on the and. 3, 4. Just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Pretty quick. just practice over this piece. That's all you're trying to do, is just get just that piece. And now we're gonna look at the next one. All right, now we bring up the next 4 measures. We're fully deep in the solo at this point. If you hit this 5, it's good to know that you're gonna land on this 4, the E note, the 7th tonality of the key, right on the first beat. So you're gonna go, and it's just all 8th notes here, and you're gonna go 1 and 2 and 3, which is 4th fret of the C string, 5th fret, and I'm using my index and my middle finger. Then I'm gonna play 5 and 8, index pinky, and then my index is gonna play the 5th fret of the A string. So it goes 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. And that's kind of the first phrase within the solo. And it's cool. You can play that as like a F arpeggio anytime in your jamming over an F chord. It's an F major 7 add 6 arpeggio, we'll call it. Then we get to the diminished. This is where it gets a little funky. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Rest on the 1, and then we're going to hit an F sharp on the and. 1 and. A chord tone of the F sharp diminished. And then after that, another chord tone, 6th fret on the 3rd beat. So you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 5th fret, D note. We're going to play that one on the and after the 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Take your time with that one because it's weird. It's like half syncopated, half not. And then the 5th fret that you hit on the and after the 4 is setting you up for a long run of 8th notes. So you're just going to kind of almost get in position when you hit that 5th one with your index to run down this G minor 7 shape. You're going to go 5, 6 with your middle finger on the E string, 7 C string with your ring finger. Then from the 7, you're going to go all the way down to 4, 2, 1, 0, down to the A string, 4, 2. If you have a low G, it sounds so great right there. Let's just get up to there, right? We're going to go 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 3rd fret of the G string on the 1st beat. It's coming from a C7 shape. So you're going to go 3, ring finger, 4th fret of the C string, middle finger, 3rd fret of the E string, up to 5. Then 5 slide 6, and then 5th right here with your index finger on the off beat and resting on the 4. So it's 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. These 4 measures, nice and slow counting them, would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Without counting, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same idea, right? What we're going for. Do your best, even if you have to do it measure by measure, right? Missed the note. Down, down. There we go. Same idea. And so if you, for Patreons, I'm going to actually put these mini little vamps in there for you too. So you don't have to practice with the whole thing. You can just practice with these loops as well. Same harmony here. This one's still a lot of fun too. The first measure here is tricky because it's also rest on the 1, 5th fret on the and. So it's like 1 and, rest on the 2, and then on the 3, you're going to slide 4 to 5. Then hit 8 on the and 2. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That F sharp, rearing its head again. You hit that one on the and, anticipating the change. So we got some syncopation. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Woo! So on this next one, that note's still ringing out. So you can think about it as resting on the 1, or you can let that 6th fret continue to ring. And then on the second beat, you're going to hit 9. This is where it's going to get a little cramped, but it's cool. So we're going to take our time with it. From here through the rest of this, it's all 8th notes. So you go 9, 12, 11, 10. 9, 12, 11, 10. 11, 10 are on the E string. Then you're going to go back to 10 on the C, and then to 7 again. So that's that measure. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. Next one comes up, and you're going to start on 6. And again, it's all 8th notes. So you go 6, 5, 4, 7. 1, and 2, and. The third beat comes up. And what are you going to do? Jump up to the 10. And you go 10, 10, 12, 11, 12, 10, 12, 11, 10, 12. And those are all 8th notes again. But this time, we're going to finish on the and before the 4th beat. So let's start from the 9 and let's play all those 8th notes right there, nice and slow. This is the part that took me the longest to memorize. So what I would do, I'm losing my voice a little bit. Memorize. This is the one that's going to take you the longest to memorize. 9. So we're just going to go through nice and slow. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. All right, these 4 measures, I don't think we need to count them because we just did. So let's go ahead and just play through these 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Tricky one because of the down. Just anyway, take your time with it, right? Not very articulate down there. I'm still pretty rough, but it's the same idea. You know, you have this little piece and you just practice that over and over and over again. I also sometimes pick out a certain bar that's giving me trouble, like this last one. 1, 2, that one right there. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm practicing. 1, 2, 3, 4. could just practice just that one as well too. That helps a lot. All right, so let's take a look at the climb down section. Now in this part we got some crazy arpeggios going and they all sound so cool. So what we're going to do is over the F, start on the F note, and we're going to go 8, 8, 9. Comes from this F. 8, 8, 9, 5. Also an F note. Then it goes to over the E minor, and you need to go E, E note, 7, 7, 4. 8, 8, 9, 5, 7, 7, 4. The fourth beat there is a quarter tone. So it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1. You jump over and now we're on the D minor. You just hit that second fret. 1. So now we're on that D minor. You'll hit the second fret on the 1 and you're going to let it ring for another half beat. So it's 1, 2, and 1, 1, 2, and 3. After you hit the first fret there on the third beat, you're going to climb up to the fourth fret and then the seventh fret. And the seventh fret, you're going to play on the fourth beat for a quarter tone. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1. I'm going to play the third fret here on the E string, and I'm going to play it on the first beat. If you have a low G, what Charlie's playing in something like this is actually an octave lower. So if you have a low G, play the open G string and it will sound even better. That one rings out. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to come back, seventh fret of the C string on the offbeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to rest on the 1, and then we're going to go. And it's the rest of the song, right? So we're just running through this arpeggio. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and. Nothing on the 1. Then you go 5. I'm on the last measure here over the G minor. 5, 6, 8. 5, 6, 8, 6, 5. After you get to that 5, you're going to go down to 7 and 5. Oops. 3 and 4, right? Woo! It's not that easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. The whole time in my head, I'm still counting 2. So I can hear myself going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and. So that's what my head sounds like. All right, and then it moves down to the 4th fret, 2nd fret, 1st fret, open. Then you're gonna go 8th fret, this is really cool. 8th fret of the E string and then open. 7th fret and then open. And then you're going to finish 6, 5. Oops. That's an A note and the song is in the key of F. F, A, C. A is the major third. So Charlie finished his solo not on the root note but on the major third, which is also pretty gosh darn cool. So thank you, Charlie, for that. Let's go ahead and play these last 4.5 measures together. All 8th notes and it finishes on 1 and, but the rhythm keeps going. So it's like, should I be done? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. See, it's kind of funny. That's it though. What I really love about lessons like this is you have the opportunity to go out and play with someone. You have the opportunity to go out and say, okay, I'm going to play this rhythm bass here, and you can play the solo on top of it. I also like how if you're astute and you're observant, you can start to pick up some really cool details to add to your songwriting and playing. For example, F sharp diminished is not in the key of F. There is no F sharp in the key of F. But when we go from the F to the G minor, or from the 1 to the 2, we use the F sharp diminished as a passing chord. So now you know anytime you're writing a diatonic song and you go from the 1 to the 2 chord, you can use a diminished passing chord. If that is like, Charlie Brown, let me put it in a more basic example. You're in the key of C, and the chords in the key of C are C, D minor, E minor, F, G, A minor, B diminished. You'll notice there is no C sharp, but your chord progression goes from C to D. The note, well, it would be technically C to D minor. The note between C and D is a C sharp. So as you're writing a song, you can go C, C sharp diminished 7, D minor, and it's going to sound fantastic. All right, everybody, thank you so much. This is the very end. I appreciate you indulging me in talking some theory. I love talking about what makes music work. I know some guys out there are just like, bro, you just got to feel the music, man. You think Jimi Hendrix knew music theory, man? And yeah, Jimi Hendrix did know music theory, okay? And it's cool. So relax on the just feel it, man. And sure, sometimes you do need to experiment and just play. But a foundation of understanding why and how these things work never hurt anybody. All right, until next time, how should I leave today? I'm going to leave on my motorcycle.